Hey everybody, I'm Crashel37 and I'm back with another full discography ranking video. This time for Green Day. They've been around since 1988, so this might be a big one. As always, I'll be rating each song off every album, 1 out of 5, and then ranking those albums by the average. I'm not counting live albums, compilations, or B-sides, so let's get into the first one. Unfortunately, it has to be 39 Smooth instead of 1039 Smooth Out Slappy Hours, which does have some really good songs on it, but unfortunately, it's compilation. So the first song is At the Library. I enjoyed The Library. I mean, it's pretty basic, much like a lot of their songs on the first couple albums. I'd say it's pretty average as far as musical and lyrical content goes, so we'll give it a 3. All right, next is Don't Leave Me, another pretty basic song. Like a lot of these old stuff is really basic. It does have a couple of cool things in there, like a little guitar parts like in between stuff. It's pretty cool, if that makes any sense to you. A lot of like different kind of vocals. And I do enjoy it a little bit more than At the Library, so I'll give that one a 4. Actually, you know what? I'm changing my mind on At the Library. I'm bumping that up to a 4 also. All right, 2 4s so far. All right, so for I Was There, I know that it is like the theme song of like this documentary that they had a couple years ago. I'm not sure if it's like a fan favorite or not, but personally, it's kind of lower for me than At the Library and Don't Leave Me. So I'm gonna give that one a 3. And Disappearing Boy, I think is another 3 for me. You know what though? I don't know if I can give it just a 3. I really like a lot of these older songs. I mean, Disappearing Boy, I do like it more than I Was There. So I can't give it a 3. It has to be a 4. And then we have Green Day, the song about what their name came from, I guess. That's a 5. I really enjoy this song. It has a cool like little bass line leading into the song. Like the vocal melody is great. Just a fun song overall. And up next, going to Pasalacqua. That's another 5. I really enjoy this song. Just the verses and the chorus are all just like a lot of fun vocally, and it's a 5 for me for sure. All right, 16 is another really good song. I also give it a 5. It's got kind of like a bouncy beat to it. It's pretty good. I really enjoy it, so that's a 5. So Road to Acceptance for me is got to be a 2. I'm not really too big on like the vocal style in it. It just like goes like too much out there kind of thing. And then actually the next song is also a 2. Rest. I don't hate it. It is really slow, but it doesn't make it bad. Like it's not bad, but like overall enjoyment, it's a 2 also. And then A Judge's Daughter is another like really fun song. You get a lot of background vocals during the chorus or the pre-chorus. Either one. I can't give it a 5 because I gave Green Day and Going to Pasalacqua and 16 5s, and it's just not there for me. It's close, but it's not there. So 4 for Judge's Daughter, and so that makes the entire album a 3.7 for 39 Smooth. I really wish I could have done the full compilation, because it has some really good songs on there as well. Like 490 Coffee Maker, like that's a 5. Like that would have elevated it. But I mean, there's other stuff on there too that's not so good, so maybe it would have brought it down. Who knows? But let's see. We'll get this. On there. It's a lot. It's a lot of rows here. All right, so 3.7 for 39 Smooth. So moving on to Kerplunk. All right, I feel like 2,000 Light Years Away is probably one of the more overplayed songs from their first couple albums before Dookie. For me, it doesn't do a whole lot for me. It's a 3 for me, just average. I feel like this kind of a song is done better with Paper Lanterns. I would have gave that one probably a 4, but for 2,000 Light Years Away, it's a 3 for me. One for the Razorbacks is kind of a jam, so I'm gonna give that one a 4. It's more fun to listen to than 2,000 Light Years Away, so I had to give it like a little bump from that. Next is Welcome to Paradise, the original version. There's no way that I can't compare it to the Dookie version, so because of that, I have to give it a 3. Chrissy Road's kind of a standard, slower Green Day song. It's about, well, I'm assuming it's about being bored. Fun fact, the tracks on Chrissy Road they're talking about in the song is about 25 minutes away from me right now. Anyway, it gets a 3. 3 for me. Pretty average. Like, I usually skip it. Nothing too ridiculous. Private Ale sounds like it could be from one of their later albums, actually. It sounds like one of the like non-singles from like Nimrod era, kind of, a little bit. I mean, it's not really any worse than One for the Razorbacks, so I do like it better than the old version of Welcome to Paradise and Chrissy Road, so I think I'm gonna give that one a 4. All right, Dominated Love Slave. I get it, you know, it's the joke. but that's really all it is. Like it's not in my normal rotation. I don't listen to it. So 1. One of my lives is pretty good. It's so hard to give it anything above a 3 though. Like it's like it has like really good parts to it, but then there's other parts that like are not quite at a 4 for me. So I have to give that one a 3, but I want to give it a 4, but I can't. Okay, I really enjoy 80, even though it is. It's not really slow. It starts off kind of on the slower side, but it picks up a lot. Yeah, I definitely like it better than the 3s on this album. So 80's getting a 4. Android's a fun song too. My Chemical Emotions. I'm gonna give that one a 4. Like I do listen to that one regularly, so it's above a 3 for me. No One Knows sounds really similar to other older, slower Green Day songs. Nothing special for me, so I'm gonna give that one a 2. All right, Who Wrote Holding Caulfield is really good. It might be the best song on the album, actually. Yeah, it's definitely a 5, especially compared to everything else on this album. Words I Might Have Ate sounds like something from like the 60s. Not really my thing, so I'm gonna give that one a 2. Sweet Children starts off as like an inverted Welcome to Paradise, except the chorus is really annoying to me. I can never get into it at all. It's a 1, honestly, for me. I just really don't dig it. Best Thing in Town is another like really average song, so I can't really give it anything besides a 3. That's how average it is. Strangeland doesn't do anything for me at all. It's not like Sweet Children levels of annoying or anything, but it's just not to the level of like even Best Thing in Town. So I'm gonna give that one a 2. All right, and then finally it's their cover of My Generation by The Who. It's not a bad cover, honestly, but it's not as good as the better songs on the album. I would say it's a 3, honestly. Yeah, I give it a 3. Like it's better than like Words I Might Have Ate. Definitely better than Sweet Children, but not to like the 4s on this album. So we'll give it a 3. Just as I expected, it is lower than 39 Smooth at a 2.9. You know what, I'm gonna go with an extra digit here, 2.93. All right, next is Dookie, their first major label album, and the one where, yeah, I guess like the first wave of Green Day fans started in 94. And I'm gonna try to speed this up a little bit because we have a lot to get to. All right, so Burnout, I would say it's a little bit higher than average overall, and for this album especially. So I'm gonna give that one a 4. I've always really enjoyed Having a Blast. It's a pretty fun song about blowing up, killing people. It's a 5 for me. It's always been one of my favorites on the album. And next is Chump. To me, the best part of this song is the way it leads into Longview. Really average. Is it below average though? Can I give it a 2? Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 2. That's surprising. I thought for sure I was gonna give it a 3, but it's got to be a 2. All right, Longview is basically a bass line. It's a fun bass line, but that's pretty much all it is. It's a 4. I mean, it was their leading single, and it's a great song, but it's not 5. It's a 4 for me, anyway. Let me know what you think. I'm sure the opinions about Dookie, Insomniac, Nimrod, and American Idiot are going to be the most polarizing, so let me know in the comments. But yeah, for me, Longview's a 4. And then Welcome to Paradise, jumping up by 2 numbers from the original version on the last album. For me, Welcome to Paradise is a 5. Like, it just has like a really strong guitar riff to it. It's super relatable if you've ever moved away from home. Yeah, it's one of the better on the album. Pulling Teeth is a weird song for this album. It has a much different sound to it, and it's not quite to the level of like Longview or Burnout for me, so it's a 3. I really can't give Basket Case anything less than a 5. Honestly, like it has the canon riff, and it's the one that everybody knows. Well, I guess back then it was the one everybody knew, and it was probably their biggest single before Nimrod came out. And even still, it was like the song that they go to during like shows and stuff. They played it on, it was like the Video Music Awards or something when they were promoting their latest album. Instead of playing more off of that, they played Basket Case. So I have to give it a 5. The same with She. All right, sorry for the sudden camera change. Yeah, She, definite 5. Sassafras Roots. Oh yeah, Sassafras Roots. It never did anything for me, honestly. I feel like it doesn't really have a place on this album. Just like a really easy song. So that gets a 2. Actually, you know what? Nah, I can't give it a 1 though. Like I want to say it's about even with Chump, right? Wouldn't you say? Give it a 2. When I Come Around, also gets a 5. I'm not trying to give 5s to all the singles here, but they're just good songs. And it's also like a really different song than you would expect to be on here as well. But it's good, so it gets a 5. All right, Coming Clean, never did nothing for me. So that gets a 2. And so does Emania Sleepus. Actually, no, it doesn't. After hearing it again, I think I forgot what song that was. That gets a 3, actually. In the end, it's pretty enjoyable. I was gonna say a 4, but I don't think it's quite there. I think it is a 3. So, yeah, 3 for In the End. Alright, FOD, Fuck Off and Die. That is a 5 for me. It's a great song, like half of it's acoustic, and then it comes in at the end with the electric guitar and the bass and everything. Really, really enjoyable. Great ender to the album. If it wasn't for the hidden part, if you wait a little bit, you get another Trey Cool song all by myself. It's about breaking into someone's house and jerking it. So that's a 1. All right, let's add them up. 3.6. Where does that go? Ooh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. So for me, Dookie is under 39 Smooth. I did not expect that at all. I mean, I knew that I liked, the first album, but I didn't know it was going to be above Dookie. But what does that mean for the rest of the albums? Guess we'll find out. All right, Insomniac going a little bit darker, a little bit harder than the previous albums. Starting off with Armitage Shanks, which I just learned from the Wikipedia page that it is the name of a toilet company. All right, it's a great album opener. I'm sure it was a great concert opener also. It has that, like, the lead in to the song, like, a little bit. Just kind of gets you ready for it. I'm gonna give it a 4. All right, Brad never did anything for me. I feel like it's kind of a weaker song. I don't know if I can give it a 2. Actually, you know what? There's an average bass line for this album. So Brad gets a 2. Stuck With Me, I have to give it a 5. I really always enjoyed this song. It was probably the second song I ever learned how to play on guitar. Just like full blast all the way through. Even with the palm mute parts, like, it's really good. Like, it just keeps it moving. Good stuff. Geek Stink Breath, another 5. Yeah, give the 2 singles 5s. Really good song about meth. I mean, sometimes there's a reason that certain songs make it into singles, because they're that good. No Pride. 3. Very average. Like I said, there's like an average bass line here. I think it starts with No Pride. Babs Uvula Who. That's a 5 for me, actually. I do really enjoy that song. I always have. It's like when it starts, you don't really know where it's going with the guitar, but then when it comes in with the vocals, it's like really fast going into it. So it's a fun song. So yeah, it's a 5 for me. I think 86 is another 3. It's leaning towards 4, but like not quite there. Like, it's fun. It's just like I feel like the vocal melody doesn't really match the music. Like, it's a lot slower than you would expect it to be. So yeah, I'm giving that one a 3. Panic Song has a really long intro to it. I feel like that would make a good opener as well. The thing is, though, when the lyrics and everything do come in, I don't think they hit like they should, really. You got all this build up, and then it's just kind of bleh a little bit. It does get better towards the end, but I think that makes it pretty average. Student in the Avenue is not bad. It has a good bass line to it. Another very average song, honestly. Alright, Brain Stew and then Jaded. It's hard to rate these 2 songs separately because they're usually packaged together. The one flows right into the other one. But they are different songs, and they both incidentally get the same rating for me. It's a 4. It's a 4. Both great songs. Brain Stew is the first song that people learn on guitar. Just super easy to play, but you can spice it up in different ways if you want to. It goes into Jaded, which is probably like, the fastest song on this album? I would say so. But yeah, 4s for those 2. Westbound Sign, I believe, is another pretty average song. Again, leaning towards 4, but like not quite there. So that gets a 3. Tell You What Hill, I want to say it's another average song, but to me it feels a little bit below average. It just sounds like they just put it there, just like threw it together, put it on there. So that one gets a 2. And then Walking Contradiction is a hard one. I do want to give it a 4. But at the same time, I think it is overall pretty average. It's getting a 3, honestly, because but actually, you know what? After thinking about it a little bit more, it gets a 4. Like, it's better than Westbound Sign, better than Student in the Ave, better than Panic Song, 86, No Pride. Yeah, it's a 4. Yeah. All right, let's add them up. All right, it is a 3.57. Where does that go? Oh, just under, barely under Dookie. I can see that. All right, Nice Guys finished last. I think it is above average. Pretty great song. Giving it a 4. Hitchin' a Ride is a 5. That is a banger of a song. It's just, cause like, there's never a time where I don't want to hear it. Like sometimes, you know, like a lot of songs will come on, you skip them just because you don't feel like listening to it. I don't think you skip Hitchin' a Ride. Like really, no matter what. Grouch is another favorite of mine for this album, but not quite a 5. It's a 4. Giving it a 4. Redundant is kind of a surprising song from Green Day at this point. Slower, kind of taking like an outside look at like a relationship kind of thing. Really enjoyable song, giving it a 5. I feel like Scattered is one of those songs that like could have been a single. Maybe it was a radio single, who knows. For me, it's not quite a 5. And All the Time, I think, is another one. It's like, I feel like the average songs on this album are 4s because they're better than that. They're better than the average songs on like other albums. See, All the Time gets a 4. Worry Rock is a 3, actually. It's not a bad song by any means, but it's just not there for me. It's not like a 4. Like it's as average as the average songs on the other albums, so 3 for that one. Platypus is a 5. It's gonna be their fastest song yet, right? Pretty much just telling a guy that gave him a bad review one time to die. I think he had cancer also. Not a very nice song, but it's pretty good. All right, Uptight is really the first song on this album that I generally don't listen to at all, really. Doesn't do much for me, so it's a 2. All right, Last Ride In is not bad. I don't typically listen to it, but if it comes on, you gotta be in the right mood, I think. It's just like a slow kind of, you know, chilling, moving along kind of thing. 2, like there's no lyrics to it. It doesn't pick up. It just kind of you know, gets you through it. It's not as good as Worry Rock. I think that's where the line is. All right, I feel like Jinx kind of gets lost in the shuffle of a lot of these. Yeah, kind of gets lost in the shuffle. It's really samey as a lot of their other stuff. So 2 for that one, honestly. All right, Hashinka is another song that has a big lead in, much like what's the other one? Like Armitage Shanks and Panic Song. Yeah, there it is. It's like one of those. It has a big lead into it, but I think this is the best version of that type of song. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna give that a 5, actually. I never really listened to Walking Alone too much. Like the harmonica just kind of turns me off. It's one of those songs that kind of just like trudges along. I'm giving it a 2. Reject is another one of those kind of samey songs. I feel like they reuse a lot of vocal melodies in the like older stuff. Like Pre-American Idiot, I feel like they reuse a lot of vocal melodies, and this is one of the songs that sounds like a few other ones. So for that, I give it a 2. And then Take Back, another fast song, has like different kind of vocal stuff that you're not used to hearing from Billy Joe. Nothing wrong with it. It's a good song. Actually, it's better than average, honestly. So 4 for that one. King for a Day, I give it a 3 because you have to be in a mood to listen to it. Although live, it's got to be one of their best live songs. Good Riddance, Time of Your Life, one of the probably most misunderstood songs by them because people use it as like a closing as a good times kind of thing. When I was in school, they would play it like every year on the last day of school, every single year. And people generally think, you know, it's about like, you know, oh, we had some good times. No, it's like good riddance. I'm out of here. I don't want to give it a 5, but I can't give it any less than a 4. So there it is. It's a 4. And then Prosthetic Head to me just sounds like the 90s for some reason. It might be the guitar riff to it or something, I don't know, but it's a 5 for me. I really enjoy that song. I think what hurts this album a little bit is that there's too many songs. There's 18 songs. Like you could have taken out like Uptight, Last Ride In, Jinx, Walking Alone, Reject, and it would have been really highly rated to me anyway. But because there is so many songs and some of them sound like filler, it comes in at 3.61, which is actually higher than Dookie. Wow. It's not that surprising, really, because I know Nimrod is like highly praised for their earlier works. I am surprised that 39 Smooth is still at the top. We'll see what happens pretty soon. Warning, I think, is like one of their least popular, well, for the time anyway. We're not to the trilogy yet. I guess we'll find out. We'll just get into it and find out if it is truly underrated or not. Warning, not a bad song. As the first song on the album, it kind of shows you where this album is going to go. Not your typical Dookie, Insomniac, Nimrod type Green Day stuff. It's a bit different. For me, it's a 3. It's not bad, but I don't listen to it that much anymore. Then we have Blood, Sex, and Booze. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Is it as good as Warning? I'd probably put them next to each other. Yeah, we'll give it a 3. Why not? It's got like a kind of a like a jumpy little beat during the verses, and it kind of picks up in the chorus a little bit. Yeah, definitely a 3. I would say. Church on Sunday, kind of catchy, but like it's not something that I'll listen to often. Really. Blah, 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 blah. Is it as good as Warning? I think Warning is kind of like the barrier here for average. If Warning's a 3, then, you know, are these songs as good as Warning? Church on Sunday, no. 2. Fashion Victim, another 2. Like the music just kind of just keeps going. Like it doesn't really move around too much. It's a 2. Castaway reminds me of the Muppet Babies. It always has. 2. All right, Misery is really slow, and it sounds like it should be part of a musical, not on this album. So that's another 2. Deadbeat Holiday is another one. Like I'm starting to feel like this album is not underrated at all. It's just not that great. 2. Yeah, it sounds kind of samey to some of the other stuff. It's a lot of these songs on here so far have like that, like a slower kind of verse, and it doesn't really pick up enough in the chorus to kind of justify it. That's where we're at so far. So let's see about Hold On. There's a harmonica again. Again, it sounds like it should be in like a musical. I don't know if it's just me, but there are songs that sound like that to me, and I don't really enjoy them. So that's a 2. All right, Jackass is another kind of samey song. I do think it is better than the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs. Better than the last 6 songs, which are all 2. So I'm gonna give it a 3. It's at least as good as Blood, Sex, and Booze. Right? In my opinion, Waiting is the best song on this album. That's a 5. It's a really positive song. It's hard to be in a bad mood when you hear it. Minority, another great song. It's a 5. I know it's a single, but it deserves it. And then Macy's Day Parade. I want to give it a 5, but I can't. It's a 4. Yeah, it's a 4. It is a slower song, and it's not always a bad thing. It's not Waiting or Minority, so it has to have a 4. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got here. 2.91 for Warning. Surprised it came in under Kerplunk for me, because I always felt like I didn't really like Kerplunk. Just a reminder, Shenanigans is a compilation, so it doesn't count as an album. I feel like this might be the more controversial one here. American Idiot, super overplayed, but like the memory of seeing the video for the first time is like something that I'll never forget. Much like seeing the Welcome to Black Parade video for the first time. Just that alone, just like took them from a band where people were like, oh yeah, I used to like Green Day, you know, back in like the early 90s or whatever, to just everybody and their mom listening to them just all the time. So, American Idiot gets a 5. Jesus of Suburbia is a masterpiece. It also gets a 5. Anytime we're playing like Rock Band or doing karaoke or something and people are ready to stop, it's always one more song, and it's Jesus of Suburbia, and then they have to play for another 10 minutes. Holiday, another great song, it's a 5. Boulevard of Broken Dreams, kind of want to give it a 4, but I can't justify it. Like, I can't justify giving it a 4. So it's a 5. Are We the Waiting? I kind of want to give it a 5, to be honest. Like, it's good song, especially seeing it live, because it has that sing-along to it. But I have to give it a 4, just because you really wouldn't listen to it on its own. Have you ever, like, gotten your iPod back in the day, or, like, your phone or something, and listened to Are We the Waiting, and then that's it? I don't think so. You always play it leading into St. Jimmy, which is a 5. So I can't give Are We the Waiting a 4 just because of that. St. Jimmy a 5, another fantastic song. Give Me Novocaine, for me, not on the level of the 5 so far, but it is a 4. It's a good song. She's a Rebel is a kind of a tough one. Kind of want to give it a 2, to be honest, but I think that sets a good average for this album. Yeah. All right, She's a Rebel, 3. Good average. Extraordinary Girl is a 4. Great song. It's got that lead in with the drums or the bongos or whatever it is. And also, at the end of that song, leads into one of my overall favorite Green Day songs, Letter Bomb, which is a 5, of course. I didn't realize that Letter Bomb was so popular among like Green Day fans. Like I didn't know it was like that, but like it makes sense. It's an excellent song. Wake Me Up When September Ends, kind of overrated. I can't give it a 5, but I can't go lower than a 4. So it's a 4. Homecoming, I've never listened to it as much as I have Jesus Suburbia. 4 for Homecoming. And What's Her Name also gets a 4. Maybe not the best way to close an album, but it does close out the story of Jesus, like, you know, reflecting, thinking back, and it's a good closer for this, for what American Idiot is. And to total those all up, 4.38. Yeah, definitely makes sense to me anyway. I mean, you know, spoiler alert. All right, 21st Century Breakdown, the poor man's American Idiot album. I'm just kidding. I felt like they were going for something similar to American Idiot. Again, it tells the story. It's broken into 3 acts. I don't think they pull it off as well as American Idiot, even though I do think that these songs tell more of a cohesive story. Like, it's less focused on each song individually being a good individual song, more so than the songs coming together to form a story. Song of the Century is, I mean, I know it's just an intro, but it's a 2. It's boring. Like, you wouldn't listen to it on your own. 21st Century Breakdown is not bad. I'm gonna give it a 4, actually. I do like towards the end when it starts to pick up a bit more, and like it just sounds like he has like a lot of like passion in what he's saying. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give it a 4. Know Your Enemy was the lead single. Average, very average song. 3 for that one. Let's see, Viva La Gloria. There's 2 of those on here, right? Let's see which one this one is. All right, yeah, it's a good song. It's 4. I like how, I mean, they do it a lot on this album, I feel, where it starts off like slow, like a different type of song, but then it like goes into like the guitars and stuff. Before the Lobotomy, it starts off good. It's just like Viva La Gloria, where part of it's slow and low, and the other ones, the other parts, you know, electric guitars and power chords. But I feel like this one starts off good. Like the intro part is good, and then when it gets into that like a little bit, kind of like drags out too much. The part where it gets to like the refugees, and it's like it's just repetitive a bit. So that's a 3. Yeah, I give it a 3. Christian's Inferno is, I feel like there's not a whole lot of substance to it, but it is like a fun song. Like, it's kind of a banger. So I give that a 4. All right, Last Night on Earth is like a slow love song kind of thing. It's not bad, but it's not something that I listen to often. Like, really, unless I'm listening to like the entire album, it's not something that I listen to. So that gets a 3. All right, Jesus Nowhere, best song on the album, right? Yeah, best song on the album. It was a good pick for a single. I mean, it's kind of like the like an alternate version of Holiday, in my opinion. But it's a 5. Peacemaker, 4. Yeah, 4. Not as good as Jesus Nowhere, but not as low as like Last Night on Earth or Before the Lobotomy. Last of the American Girls. I tried to get into this song, but I just couldn't do it. I don't know what it was either. It's a 3. Murder City for me is a 5. I would say, like, it seems like one of those album or songs that are kind of like middle area. Like I would give it like a 3.5 or a 4. But I actually really enjoy it, so it's a 5 for me. Then we have Viva La Gloria with question marks this time instead of exclamation points. Parentheses, little girl. This one, I mean, I like it as much as the other one. I think I like this one like a little bit. I don't know if I like it more or not. But yeah, definitely a 4. All right, I got a really bad disease, and it's restless heart syndrome. That's a 2 for me. And I gave Last Night on Earth a 3, but this one, it just pulls it back too much. It's not for me. Like, it's not my thing. Horses and Hand Grenades. He's not fucking around. I was gonna give it a 4, but like, I don't know, something about it. Like, it's almost there, but like it has a little bit of cheese on it. You know what I mean? That brings it down a bit. So I gotta give it a 3, honestly. All right, Static Age is a 4. Yeah, like I would say like Christian's Inferno, Murder City, and Static Age are like the 3 non-singles that are like kind of like above the average song on here. So I'll give it a 4. 21 Guns, in my opinion, is horrible. It's the most boring song I've ever heard. Not really, not literally, but it is hella boring. Shouldn't have been a single. I feel like they were trying to like recapture Boulevard or Wake Me Up When September Ends, because they did kind of follow a pattern like Know Your Enemy, American Idiot. They did kind of follow a pattern like Know Your Enemy, American Idiot, 21 Guns, Boulevard, and then Ishi's Nowhere, Holiday. But 21 Guns is just not it for me. That's a 2. American Eulogy is to 21st Century Breakdown as Homecoming is to Jesus Suburbia. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I gave it a 3. You know what, though? I like it more than Last Night on Earth Before the Lobotomy. Especially better than Last of the American Girls. Oh, should I give it a 4? Nah, 3. Yeah, it's a 3. Should I knock down the Last of the American Girls to a 2? don't know. See the Light is another pretty cool song, and it always tricks me into thinking that I'm about to listen to 21st Century Breakdown, which it's not as good as, so it's a 3 also. All right, let's add them up, see what we get. All right, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think it's more towards American Idiot end or the Warning end? Because it is kind of in the middle. Actually, no, it's not. It's towards the bottom. Honestly, yeah, I mean, it has like some really good songs on it, but overall, it's just not that great. I feel like they tried to do American Idiot again, but it just didn't work. Right now, it's everyone's favorite trio of albums, the trio, starting with Uno. All right, Nuclear Family, I think it's pretty good. Yeah, I give it a 4. It keeps your attention. It's pretty entertaining. I feel like at the end, the countdown could have been shortened by a lot. But yeah, it definitely could have been shortened at the end there. It kind of drags on. Stay the Night. All right, Stay the Night is not that bad until you get to like the chorus. I don't know what it is about the chorus, but it just completely turns me away from the song. I'll give it a 2. It was pretty average up until the chorus. All right, Carpe Diem. All right, I feel like Carpe Diem is very, very average. Like it's not bad. I feel like the way the verse is, it goes on for too long, and then the chorus is kind of bland. Better than Stay the Night. Yes. 3. Let Yourself Go is it could have been on one of their older albums, to be honest. I don't know. It sounds like kind of like it's aimed towards kids, but it says fuck a couple times, so probably not. Honestly, it's my favorite song on the album, just because it keeps your attention. Like it keeps going. It's not hard to listen to. Like even though I do think it's the best on the album, I can't give it a 5. I can't give it a 5. Definitely a 4. All right, Kill the DJ. Have I ever given a song a 0 in this series yet? Because I'm very tempted to. This song, like when I first heard it, I literally said, "What the fuck is this?" Like it's horrible. Like it's the worst Green Day song I've ever heard up to this point. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 0. I'm gonna give it a 0. It's that bad. It is so fucking bad. The worst. Next. Fell For You. So to me it sounds like a combination of several other songs. Starting off, it sounds like MCR's Gun, and then like once you get into like the verse and the chorus and stuff, it could be any other Green Day song really. Very, very average, so 3. Alright, Loss of Control. I guess he let himself go and lost control. I wanna give it a 3 because it is very average, but at the same time the chorus, we're all crazy, you're all crazy. He's at a high school reunion or something or other. I don't know. 2. Yeah, 2. Right, Troublemaker. Let's see how it stacks up against Weezer's Troublemaker. 2. All right, Angel Blue. All right, Angel Blue sounds like it could be like an older Green Day song. Nothing super wrong with it really. Pretty average. 3. All right, Sweet 16. Seems like it is another very average song. The problem here is that the 3s that I'm giving these songs are not as good as the 3s that I gave other albums. So I think I'm gonna have to take the 3s down to 2s. Like if I wasn't stacking the albums against each other, then yeah, these would be 3s. But the 3s here aren't as good as the 3s on other albums, so I can't really do that, can I? So yeah, a lot of songs just got knocked down. All right, Rusty James. All right, another very samey kind of song. Starts off all right, but like the chorus just doesn't go anywhere. I feel. I don't want to give it a 2, like pretty much every other song on this album. I'll give it a 3, honestly. Yeah, we'll go 3. And then Oh Love, the first single off the album. It's not bad, but it's not great. Like it's not as good as Nuclear Family. It's not as entertaining as Let Yourself Go. So I'm gonna give it a 3. Yeah, I could have seen that coming. Flop right there at the bottom. 2.16. Let's see if Dose is any better. Alright, See You Tonight is an odd choice for an album opener. Very slow. 1. Yeah. I'm not gonna be generous. Like if I don't like it, I don't like it. Fuck time. Alright, it is fuck time. And it's more entertaining than See You Tonight. 2. If I could give it 1.5, I would, but when the red lights flash, that's a line from Oh Love. Alright, started off promising, but then got really repetitive, and then I guess it's the chorus. Better than Fuck Time. 3. That's a big accomplishment there. Better than Fuck Time. Alright, Lazy Bones is actually not bad. It's kind of pretty good. But is it a 4? I would say so. Yeah. Yeah, it means better than Stomp when the red lights flash. I thought Wildwood was a Coldplay song for a second. Kind of slow, doesn't really go anywhere. pretty average. Yeah, 3. 3. I think the qualifier here is fuck time. If it's better than fuck time, it's got to be at least a 3. Oh, make out party. Is it better than fuck time? Oh my god. Has anyone listened to all 3 of these albums in a row? Because it's killing me. 2. Yeah. Same as fuck time. Alright, Stray Heart's starting off kind of funky. Stray Heart's not terrible. I would say it's on par with Lazy Bones. It's a 4. Yeah, wow. 4. Even though it's kind of lyrically bad, it sounds like the songs that they used to write on like their first album, but like those songs are better. Ashley, who is Ashley? Right, if I had a better chorus, I would rate it higher probably, because the verse has like a really good like vocal melody to it that I really enjoy, but the chorus is fucking poop. So 3. Baby Eyes. You know what? Baby Eyes is another 4. Yeah, I'm finding some. What's less than a gem? Not quite a gem. Listenable songs on here. So 4. Lady Cobra. Is it on par with fuck time? That's the question. That's the big question here. Fuck it. 2. All right. Nightlife. What the fuck did I just listen to? That's worse than fuck time. Oh my god. All right. Anyway, while that's loud, let's find out what that sounds like. Alright, so While It's Loud is not as bad as fuck time, so it gets a 3. That's the rule. That's the rule from now on. I have to go back and look at all the other songs that I rated now and make sure that they're not worse than fuck time. Alright, Amy's a tough one. I don't see myself ever listening to it again, but is it as bad as fuck time too? Alright, let's rate this album. Dose. So do you think it's better or worse than Uno? Wow, better than Uno. I think Kill the DJ really hurt Uno, because Dose has some shit on it, but it doesn't have Kill the DJ. Alright, 3 more to go. We're at the end of the trilogy almost. 1 more. Alright, Brutal Love, kind of hard to rate here. As the first song on the album, yeah. Let's go with a 2 and see what Missing You sounds like here. Alright, Missing You is not bad. The only thing I have against it is it sounds like he tries to cram too much words. Too many words in there. 3. 8th Avenue Serenade is another 3. It's got a bit too many oohs in there. Drama Queen 2. I am sleeping. Alright. X-Kid, I actually really enjoy that song. Is it a 5? No. You know what? I was going to give it a 4, but it's a good song. And especially after listening to Uno and Dose in their entirety, this is the best song I've heard in quite a while. So, yeah, we'll give it a 5. Sex, Drugs, and Violence. 2. A Little Boy Named Train. It's average. Yeah, it's really average. So 3 on there. I know these individual song reviews are getting shorter and shorter, but you have to understand how long I've been sitting here listening to these. Like the first 8 albums, I listen to them quite a bit, but everything after that, not so much. So I have to listen to them in full. Alright, Amanda's not terrible. I would say it's about the same as Ashley. What's up with these song names? Walk Away is not bad. Again, very average. Very, 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 very average. It's an average Green Day song, which a lot of those just kind of blend together. Alright, Dirty Rotten Bastard sounds like a drinking song. It sounds like exactly what it is. Go with 2. Alright, so for 99 Revolutions, if you watch my AFI ranking video, then you would know that I'm not big on choruses just repeating over and over again the same thing, and that's exactly what happens here. 2. Alright, and The Forgotten, I feel bad because I can't really give these songs a full chance because I've been listening to them in a row for so long, but Forgotten gets a 2. Alright, so for Trey, wow, I did not expect this at all. 2.66. It is the best of the trilogy. Interesting, I think because it didn't have Fuck Time or Kill the DJ on it. They really could have just made one album. It would have been one decent album instead of 3 pretty awful ones. Alright, last 2, here we go. Alright, Somewhere Now is a decent opener. So we'll start off with the 3, because it's definitely not as bad as a lot of things on the trilogy. So, start with the 3. Bang Bang was the first single on Revolution Radio, and it's just like it says, it's kind of a banger. Great way to start a new album cycle kind of thing after the trilogy, because they were so terrible, and they put out Bang Bang, and it's like, okay, cool, yeah, I can dig this. I give it a 4. It's not perfect. Revolution Radio is another single off Revolution Radio. Another 4. There's nothing super wrong with it. I would say it's above average, especially the stuff that we've been hearing. So yeah, I give that a 4 too. I'm not really a fan of Say Goodbye. Again, really repetitive, like a lot of, even though it does have like a back and forth type of thing, it's just not what I'm looking for here. We'll give it a 2. Yeah, Outlaws is like one of those slow ones where it sounds like they didn't really put too much effort into the vocals or anything. Just my opinion, but it's another 2. Bouncing Off the Wall is another very average song. 3 for that. Still Breathing is so I would say Still Breathing is like radio bait. I don't know. It's one of those songs where it's like they try to get you like in the feels kind of thing. It's not bad, honestly. I'll give it a 4. Yeah, I'll give it a 4. It's as good as Bang Bang and Revolution Radio for sure. All right, Youngblood, another very repetitive song. I don't like it. It's a 2. All right, Too Dumb to Die, pretty average again. Yeah, another average song. I like it better than Youngblood, but not as much as like Still Breathing or Bang Bang. So, all right, Troubled Times, You Know I Cannot Lie. 3. Yeah, like a lot of this is very, very, very average. Like I definitely see this coming in higher than the trilogy, but I feel like that's all that's where it's going to go, between Trilogy and Warning. But we'll see. All right, I feel like Forever Now is kind of an unnecessary retread of songs like Jesus Suburbia and American Eulogy kind of thing. Like they don't need to do that anymore, right? It's not bad though. That's the thing. It's not bad. Average 3. All right, Ordinary World. What came first, this song or the movie? 2, honestly. Doesn't do anything for me. All right. We're almost done. Wow. Can you guess where it's going? But we have a tiebreaker. So I need to recalculate Warning and see what that third decimal is. Wow, it's the exact same. 2.916 into 7 eventually. Yeah, it's a tie between Revolution Radio and Warning. That is funny. I think because a lot of stuff on Warning I had as a 2, but the songs that were good were like really good. They were 5s, and Revolution Radio has a lot of 3s. So I think it kind of like balanced it out. That's crazy. I don't know if we've had an exact tie yet. All right, last one. Father of All Motherfuckers. I think I've only heard like one song off this album so far. This will be new for me. All right, this is kind of a tough one. The chorus is good. Like it's catchy. It's kind of a jam. But like the falsetto in the verses kills the entire song for me. Like I don't see what his reason was. It's like he's just going like into like a coffee can, and I gotta give it. Do I start off with a 2 or is it average? Yeah. Verses kill it. 2. All right, ready, fire. No, fire, ready, aim. It sounds the same. 5 seconds in and it sounds the same. All right, let me listen to it some more. 2. It sounds a lot like the first song. It's not as good as the first song actually, so I might have to bump that up to a 3. Yeah. Nah. Fuck it. Doesn't deserve it. Nope. All right. Oh yeah. Hey, this song's on a commercial too. Meet Me on the Roof. I don't wanna if you're gonna keep playing songs like this. Yeah, I'm not digging this at all. I was a teenager, 2. Alright, Stab You in the Heart. Let's see. I wanna stab myself in the ears. Alright, Calm Down, Johnny Be Good. 2. Wow. Everything on this album so far is a 2. Alright, they have what, 4 more chances to get anything above a 2. It's all fuck time so far. This album's all fuck time. Alright. Sugar Youth. I was so close to giving this song a 3. I was so close, but then they had to do a repetitive chorus, and then whatever the fuck came after the chorus. So that's a 2. Junkies on a high. Let's. It's not promising. Take the money and crawl. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I think it started like in the trilogy, or yeah, I think it's in the trilogy, maybe the Revolution Radio. But there was like a trend of Billy Joe using this like vocal filter that made him sound like he's like talking into like singing into a megaphone, and Take the Money and Crawl like just amplifies that by a lot. 2. Yep. All right, last chance with Graffitia. Last chance to get anything above a 2. I just want to hear an average song, just like something not even good, listenable. Just give me something. They couldn't do it. All right. It started off promising. I don't even have to calculate this one. Everything is a 2. Wow, worse than Uno. All right, top 5. American Idiot. 39 Smooth, Nimrod, Dookie, Insomniac. I could have told you that before I started doing this. Honestly, I mean, so I feel like Revolution Radio, Father of All, and the trilogy have the disadvantage of me not having listened to them that much, because I have heard the shit out of these first 8 albums. Yeah, like I've listened to them a lot. Warning, not so much, but like everything else, yeah, like a lot. So that might have influenced my decisions here, but upon first listen, trash. So, leave me some comments, because I know people are going to disagree with this. So, leave me comments, let me know what you think. Tell me why I'm wrong, please. I would love to hear it. And if you enjoyed this type of video, I made 2 other ones, one for AFI and one for My Chemical Romance. So check those out if you want to. I also have a review of AFI's newest album, Bodies, which is very polarizing. So leave me a comment there too. Thanks for watching, everyone.